Welcome back, viewers. I First of all, I want to thank you for all the response that I have received from you all, and I promise you that I will work on every suggestion that you have given. And if you want to give any more suggestions regarding what type of reading would you like in this pick a card series, please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate that, and I'll make sure that I get back to every suggestion. So today we are going to do a reading on what is your higher self trying to tell you. So, which is, which is very clear, basically how to get in touch with your intuition. This can also be an understanding from this reading, but I will still stick to the words what is your higher self trying to tell you. So this was a very beautiful suggestion from one of our viewers, so I have decided to work on that. So I would, at this time, I hope you have decided from pile 1, 2, 3 and 4 which one you want to work on, which one you want to go with. So if you have not, please pause this video, take your time and decide, and we'll get started with the reading for pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. So what is your higher self trying to tell you? So I feel some of you feel that some of you have a lot of my ideas on your mind. You want to start new things. You want to work on new projects. Probably you're a young person who thinks this way. For others of you, I feel you feel that you have seen a lot. Emotionally, you feel that you are done, and you want to start anew. While there is another category in the same reading which feels that whatever they have done is of no use, is not bearing them the results they did those things for. So overall, this is same kind of feeling where the person is wanting to do something new, but they have a lot of burden from their past, emotional burden, or the burden of what others have said, and or maybe what information they have recently come across, which makes them think that the things they have done were never enough to reach where they wanted to reach. And you are waiting for some project to come into fruition, and you are even letting go of meeting people. You're focused, and yes, you are waiting for things to happen. You are waiting for the fate to change, and it will change. The overall energy of the reading is 10 of cups, which is one of the most positive cards of the deck. So yeah, change is coming your way, but I do feel that you have a lot of conflict to handle. So how to get in touch with your higher self? I feel inside you are a very intuitive person, or since childhood you were following some rituals, some kind of prayer, some kind of meditation, something you were following which you now have stopped because you have lost faith in it, and even that haunts you, that you carry that guilt that you're not doing it. And this can be a scenario for some. For others, they feel they have wasted their time on friends, and they have not they have been waiting for too long. Their friends have been telling them the wrong thing. They have maybe they were just you know partying around and not really being useful, or maybe not telling them what they wanted to hear. And they want some real friends who actually help them on this way what they have chosen, or give them more clarity, or help them come out of the confusion state, come out of the conflict. And I feel this was very fated. Like right now, your intuition is like you are in connection with your intuition in some way. If it is not already shouting into you, and you have not already changed your ways of change your lifestyle, change your ways of living, if it is very loud to you, like you can see the way through somewhere. When you are like maybe going to bed, you can see the way through. If I maybe I have done this and this, and it did not get me results, but now I know if I do this and this, for sure I'm gonna get results. You are focusing on the lifestyle change, which is actually which is actually a download, something that your intuition told you, something that your higher self told you, to get in touch with your lifestyle, to get sensitive about your lifestyle. Do not make lifestyle choices just because. So how to get in touch with your higher self? I would say you already are on this path where you are getting in touch with your higher self. To enhance this, be more sensitive to the things around you. Instead of getting into conflict, let go of the conflict, because now you have the understanding of how to let go of the conflicts, and how let it not affect you. So I've kept some clarification cards here. See, this is 10 of cups, that is 10 of cups. Definitely you are starting new projects, and you know how to get those done, how to get um yeah. Cups, definitely a lot of emotion, you have almost like mastered. You have like got your ways out of things that were once binding you. And yeah, there are still some fights that you have to fight. There can be involvement of family and friends who are not approving of you, and you are even thinking to change them. Your higher self says do not listen to them. Right now, when you are building on something, only stick to people who will stick with you. People who do not have their own dreams, who do not have confidence in their own dreams, how will they give you some confidence? So there is no point hating on them, there is no point fighting them, there is no point trying to explain them your perspective. The only thing that makes sense right now is to keep going, and you are doing that. You have recently come out of that energy where you were not thankful. Now you are moving towards being thankful. You are in middle of a cycle which is going to give you very good results. Trust me, pile one, this is a very good sign, this is a very good reading. Whatever you're believing in, keep believing in it, keep working for it. I'm sure this is going to give you very good results. Like especially these days, you are analyzing, you are visualizing, not just analyzing, visualizing your future. You're visualizing what is your happy place. I'm not saying that you are doing it in front, you are not doing it very consciously. Somewhere when you are relaxed, you are able to see what is your happiness, which you once never saw, which where once you were conflicted, where once you were influenced by other people. There you are able to see what is that you enjoy, what is that you like, what is that you want to work with. And that is a very beautiful place to be. As I said, you are in middle of a cycle. You might not see a lot of things right now, but in the background a lot is happening. And as I mentioned in the starting of the reading, that you from the very beginning, since your childhood, you have had some rituals which you thought were your OCD. They are not your OCD, they are your beliefs, they are your belief system. Revive them. reinvent them. I'm not saying go back to the same practices. Maybe you do not want to do them now. Obviously, you have to reinvent your practices. Listen to some good things, listen to some enlightened people, or people who why I said enlightened people and not successful people, because you are someone who has tasted a bit of success and realized that, it is not, or you have seen this in other people, that it is not enough. Material success is not enough. You now imagine a happy place that you want to get to. So that is a great thing, I feel. And if you stick with me, I think I can guide you in more places and more areas, because I feel there are some areas where you still hold confusion, energy of confusion, but you should make the use of that energy for your beliefs and not your conflicts, not your anxiety. So I hope you get out of, obviously you are in middle of the cycle, so you are getting out of all those conflicts. You are doing very well for yourself. Congratulations on that. And I wish that this continues and you reach this happy place that you have visualized for yourself, that you are working for. And however, for now, it might look that it is, maybe some people will tell you it is not possible, and sometimes even your lower self may tell you it is not possible, but no, no. The Hierophant is with you. The higher energies are working with you. Trust them, talk to them. It is in reverse. It means that they are with you, but you are not so much trusting of them. There is Two of Cups here, clarified by the Ace of Wands, passion and karma. A lot of beautiful energies. I would say enjoy your way as well, because not everyone gets this in this kind of passion and love and karma and support from the higher self. So you are a very powerful person, and you're rediscovering yourself. You're discovering yourself. Wow. So it's a very good reading. I will move on to pile 2. See you next time, and thank you. Hello, pile 2. You have chosen this reading. I have already spread all the cards, all the clarification cards as well for this reading. And I feel recently, for some of you, there could be a marriage involved, a proposal, or you maybe are thinking about your marriage somewhere. For others of you, you are thinking about your past. And I definitely feel that this reading has something to do with, this is a bit specific message, but this has something to do with a relationship and personal relationship, as the it broke, or it is not working because the parties involved are not in contact with their higher selves. Probably you're a very relationship oriented person. Family and relationship define your life, but it is not happening the way you expect it to be, because you are losing contact with your higher self. And I'll tell you how you are losing and how to gain it back. So you are feeling that you are not in a stable place, or that things do not always, work for you, work good for you. There is some kind of churning process going on, some kind of cycle going on with the other people, where you get into explaining yourself, but it turns out that you yourself lose interest and you feel like, why did I ever talk about this? And it is always like, you know that why should I bring up my past, why should I open up? And that is creating this kind of situation, because you do need to open up, you do need to take that leap of faith. You do need to, you have, probably you are someone whose needs are always fulfilled, but you feel that you are not in a stable position in your life. You have some kind of anxiety around your career as well, your career or the work direction. and at work direction, and it makes you say things that you don't mean. So when you are agitated, when someone doesn't understand you, you actually tell them things that you don't mean, or you get into fights, or you just want to claim your territory. That is your lower self. When you want to claim your territory, life is about sharing. Whenever you share yourself with others, you may get a response sometimes that you do not like, but at least you will come to know who is with you. You do not have to fake yourself. Do not be afraid of the loneliness. Do not be afraid of the things that might break. If something has to be, you know, kept safe, then it is not that strong. So for things to get strong, you have to, for relations to build strong, for a foundation to build strong, you cannot fake things. You have to be yourself. Your higher self is asking you to be yourself, to be original, to find what you really want to do, to not do it for others but do it for yourself. To not Do not give in to that anger when it arises. Do not give in to that, when you just want to bury your head in the pillow and cry all night. Do not give. You can cry, but at least change your mind after crying. At least change your mindset that okay, maybe this person is not for me, and I have to take some different kind of decisions. And yes, it is not like that you will regret it. No, it might not be what you expect it to be, but it will definitely be what it should be. Okay, and I you really need to know the difference. You cannot take life in the way ki okay, it is however it is. If you do that, the only person you are cheating is yourself. So I feel all my, I don't want to sympathize with you, but I really feel very, this energy is making me feel very low. It is like you are someone who who tends to get very low, and you can actually read energy of other people when they are with you or not. And now you have made a mindset where you think not most people are not with you. You are, you feel lonely. You do not know what is my next step. This kind of energy, my only suggestion for you is please let it pass. Have patience. Take care of yourself. Yes, please take care of yourself. Do not neglect your emotional health. If there is a conversation that you do not want to be a part of, feel free to walk away. Put your heart into something that you enjoy. You if you if you you also you also are a very creative person, a very passionate person. So find out where your passion lies. In about this relationship that I mentioned earlier in this reading, some of you, all this is happening because of a relationship which continuously puts you in a very sad state. This is happening because you believe that is how relationships are, which is not true. Relationships can be very harmonious. There is a difference between codependency and independent existence. You both can be independently existing. You both do not need to put expectations. If someone does not behave the way you expect them to be, it is their choice. It is not like they have cheated on you. No, you are cheating yourself by believing that someone has to behave the way you expect them to be. Are you behaving the way you expect yourself to be? No, you cheat yourself so many times. Are you even in touch with your higher self? Do you sit with yourself? Are you able to sit with yourself? There are a lot of questions that this reading has asked you. Why don't you sit with yourself? Why don't you give yourself some time? Why don't you uh, invest in your time and energy in things that you once really enjoyed? This relationship has become your life. This relationship, or whatever. For some, it can be a project, a work scene, work scenario. But where you are not able to see the appreciation, where there people are sneaky, having sneak behaviors, and talking behind your back and things like that, that really disturb you. So you do not need to deal with that inside of you. If you hear someone has said something about you, or if something happens that you do not like, you can just put yourself away from the situation entirely. You do not need to dwell on that situation. This is not your space. I assure you this. This is not your space. Your space is very stable, is very like fresh. It is going to be fresh if you just, I'm not asking you to start afresh, but whatever energy this is, whatever delusional energy you are going through, there are answers on the other side. So be patient with yourself, love yourself. Do not fall for self hate, do not fall for self doubt. You know, listen to things that motivate you, do things that make you feel alive. Go out with some friends and enjoy. And you are a very bright person, okay? You have this in you where you can make people happy just by your presence, which is a beautiful gift. So share yourself with others and share yourself with yourself. Tell yourself how you really feel. Feel it and release it. Don't you while going through this energy, it is very advisable to be with someone who is nurturing. It can be your mother or some friend who feels like home. You might feel out of place, but that home has to be discovered inside before before you make it happen on the outside. And trust me, world is a beautiful place. It is not what it seems right now. All that said, and all all that being said, I also, spirit is also telling me that by now you are saying, I know all this, tell me what I can do. Right now you can have patience. That is what your higher self is telling you. Have patience, work on your patience, enjoy that meal, enjoy that walk, enjoy the little things in life. That is what your higher self is trying to tell you. I hope it helped. I will upload more videos related to this on my channel very soon. And stay tuned and be happy. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Welcome, Pile 3, to your reading on what your higher self is trying to tell you. So, one funny thing I want to tell you, that your reading reminds me of a song, and I don't know if you have heard of it. It's like, it goes like, कैसे बताऊं तुम्हें कि दिल मेरा क्या कह रहा, रहे ना फासले ये जो है अपने दरमिया. So your higher self is actually very evolved. You are someone, you can even come across as a dark person. I do not want to like mean it in a bad way, but you somehow have the taste of energy, taste of people, and maybe you use some, some mind manipulation. You know how to talk it out with people, and actually that mind manipulation that you sometimes do is actually making you lose interest in material scenario, in things that materialistic life. Basically, you feel there is more to it, and you can feel that there is a change coming, that you have your emotions are in your control, but your passions are not in your control. I don't know how you will understand this, but you know how to act it out, but sometimes you are doing things out of compulsive and you make people do things out of your compulsive behavior. Probably you are some kind of a player, and you know how to, you're good with words, and that is a very, you are a charming person. It looks like you're a charming person, but inside you do not feel the same way. Inside you feel, who is that one person who I can talk to? I need to talk. I need to tell all this to someone, all this, confused thoughts that I have all the time to someone. So that can be a thing. I have kept some clarification cards. I'll move on with them. And hmm, yeah, sometimes you do feel that you do not know how to deal with things, but somehow you are able to do it. I want to tell you that you are caught with some kind of powerlessness, that when you make things happen for yourself and others, you doubt yourself. You think maybe it just happened out of a chance and it was not you, but in reality it was you. Okay, you have to accept that about yourself. You are actually, your higher self is trying to tell you that I am there, but why don't you accept me? You listen to me, but why don't you accept my existence? Why don't you accept that you make things happen in your life? And sometimes, because when you're not able to accept, and when you are in this kind of conflict, you tend to take some decisions which might bring you bad results. And by bad results, I mean powerlessness in your inner space, in your how you feel about yourself. And I feel a good time is coming. you know there is wheel of fortune right there, and which is clarified by the king of pentacles. So you are moving towards this stability, and we have queen of pentacles also here. And so if you are in a relationship, there can be a bit of third party situation, a bit, just a bit, like maybe you're talking to someone or something like that. Do not feel guilty about it, and know yourself. Know yourself sexually. If you are in a relationship with someone, you do not owe your sexuality to that person. You might owe them a relationship, but not yourself entirely. And for getting into any kind of relationship, you actually first need to get in terms with your own sexuality. Okay, and that is very, very important right now. Your higher self is calling you to get more sensitive, get more sensitive about yourself, get in touch with the things that you have left for attending later. you know this is the time. This is the time, because your time is going to change very soon. Situations are going to change very soon. You're going to maybe get out of your comfort zone, and you are willing to. It's not like you are not. You're ready for that. But accept your higher self. Accept yourself as a person who can predict things, who can, you know, who knows how things work. And but do it with responsibility. Do it with strength. Be authentic to yourself. Do it with, I'd say, do it with the creativity. Don't do it out of impulsiveness. Do it with creativity. Be creative with it. Be calm when be calm whenever that hype of energy happens inside of you. Observe it. Be an observer to it. There is something dawning upon you. Some new time is dawning upon you, which has never happened with you before. So you can be calm and just observe yourself. You will surprise yourself. And yes, that is how I feel. This is almost like a secret space that you have inside of you, and you are happy about it. You feel good about it, and you have this. For some of you who have this relationship triangle going on, I am not saying that maybe specific people are involved. It can even be that ideas are involved. You are considering if I am this kind of person or that kind of person. I would say don't decide on it. Just observe. You are changing. Yes, that's true. Your time is changing. Your ways of communication is changing. And that is why there is an instinct to be more creative. follow that instinct, follow that creativity, follow that changes that time is offering to you right now. Don't shy away from the changes. And yeah, do not look yourself like, you sometimes might feel that, I say all this and I know all this, but where is it visible in my life? It is it is it is visible within you. Within you, they know. Within you, you know. When others look at you, they know that you are a powerful person, that that you, whatever you say has some value to them. You never go ignored by others. They love you or hate you, but they always, you know your opinion matters. So that itself is a sign. Do not look outside for approval, look inside. You have a reservoir of strength within you. You might have, um, very well, handled a situation which you were not able to do before, but now you are able to handle such situation. It is related to some kind of communication. It is related to some kind of, you know rapid argument that you handled very well. And yeah, it is going to bring you a lot of changes. Your the only conflict that I see is, you not being creative and you not being, um, powerful within, feeling powerless within sometimes. And only that your higher self is trying to tell you, give up on that. you know no more you need to feed that powerlessness. Know that you are powerful. Know that you can predict and visualize and analyze and manifest a lot of things in life, and you are doing that. You're surprising yourself, and you will surprise yourself more, because such times are coming. And yes, so again, this is a good reading, this is a beautiful reading. I think the work on your heart chakra, work on acceptance and love, and that starts with yourself. Accept yourself, love yourself, and very deep inside you have huge self love. That is why you are so much in touch with energy. But somewhere, while coming from the heart to the mind, that self love changes into powerlessness, into self pity. So remove that, get rid of that feeling, and yes, work with self love. So this is how you can get in touch with your higher self, and you can download more from your crown chakra. You can, once your heart breaks open, a lot of possibility appear to you. You can actually see where your strength and where your life purpose lies. So yes, I hope you are able to do that, because in very very quickly your time is going to change, your life is going to change, there is change coming. So get ready for that with the love that you have to offer to yourself and to the world. Yes, look at the world as a reflection of you, and you will realize what I'm trying to say here. I am not just mincing words, I am being very clear. Once you see that world is just a reflection of you, you will see how, when you accept yourself, when you love yourself, then they love you. Then the world also accepts you and gives you, universe gives you what you asked for. But when you're like, no, maybe that was just a chance, these things, my mind do not believe this, then that thing is also hidden from you. Those scenarios are hidden from you, where you shy away from the strength. So work with your strength, work with love. Is a powerful force. Love is not like romantic love, or no, love is a powerful force. Actually, the tool that the universe works with, it is love. So yes, yeah, I am almost envious of the change that your life is about to bring. It is going to be beautiful for you, and yes, that is what I have for you in this reading, and I hope it helped, and I'll see you soon next time. Hello, Pile 4. It is so nice to see that someone is already working on their higher self, on their spiritual life. You have already started taking it seriously. You have started moving away from things that no longer serve you. You have started taking your self transformation very seriously. And whatever bit of conflicts that you are experiencing is only for a limited time. Okay, it is not going to stay forever. You need to start looking at the brighter side. I feel your it can be a bit slow energy, because maybe you recently started it, or maybe you recently entered a new cycle. I feel it is a bit slow energy. You do not exactly feel that this is the speed that you thought is should be, that you thought the way your life should move. And maybe material wise also, you are not able to manifest things that quickly, and because of that others are starting to notice you, other, or like maybe say you different things, and you already know that you do not have to care about such things. So yes, but it is a slow energy. Sometimes that happens. It is maybe testing your patience, and I have some clarification cards here. So you definitely are, either you are like physically moving, either you are shifting places, or at least your mindset is has changed a lot um, in a very few time. You have like changed your, how to say, like your mind. You have come across new information, and you are actually dwelling in new information a lot. Your past beliefs are changing. You are yourself transforming, and yes, for some reason you are waiting. You're just like, I am transforming, but this is so slow. I never expected this to be this slow. But somewhere you know that this is um, because can be a fire sign. You're a passionate person who likes to move with speed, but what your higher self is offering you is in bits. It's not that, it's not the speed that you expect. Do not analyze this with your mind. Do not analyze the speed with which your higher self is treating you with mind. Experience it with experience. It is a lot of empty space, a lot of just yourself, being with yourself, that kind of situation. And yes, I feel this is actually a good place to be, where you can just experience and maybe work on your meditative strength, where you can without attaching yourself to anything, you can just be. And you are also a creative person. Maybe you know like work on your creative pursuits that you have kept for a while. This, you have some empty space, you have some alone time for yourself, and you are okay with it. You do not want to go back to the same people. Wow, that is such a beautiful mind. Congratulations for reaching that place where you actually know that reality of higher self, reality of intuition, reality of God exists, and you do not need human love to move forward anymore. You are ready for divine love. The divine love is just testing your patience a bit, is just letting you is just saying you hang in there, wait for some time in that kind of um, situation? Are you able to handle this kind of, I don't want to use the word depression, but this kind of low? Are you able to handle this kind of low? That is what your higher self is asking you. And to that, you are saying, I am a very passionate person, give me something more. And your higher self is just smiling at you. So, probably you need to work on that passion that you claim, that you think that you are. You need to work on that passion. You need to work on that energy. You are always very fiery, always all over the place. You maybe need to sit at one place and just collect all the energy and give it to some one piece. Doesn't matter if if you keep it to yourself or share, but this is a highly transformative time. Highly transformative time. Whatever you will make will become a journal for your life. Whatever you will work on right now, it will breed you results beyond your imagination. So slowly but surely your life is moving forward, and you are in touch with your higher self. If not all the time, at least for some time you are. How I'm saying you are in touch with your higher self, because you have surrendered to the transformation that life has to offer, which in itself is a very good thing, is a very rare thing, and that is making you powerful. That is making you very how say, mature emotion wise. You are no longer being affected by your emotions. There can be a heartbreak that recently happened, there can be a emotional rift that recently happened, but that doesn't really that did not affect you. You were able to hold it, you were able to hold and see objectively what happened there. And you are in fact also considering that you are not made for any committed relationship, for any commitment. That is also, I would say, do not decide on it, but go with it definitely. Like this is your time to explore, because you have entered a new territory within yourself, where you know that who is it that you have to follow. Is it the mind, is it the heart, is it the higher self, is it someone? You just know when you enter a space. You now you know that what has to be done. So I would say enjoy that space. The universe is just saying hang in there for some more time while you realize your real power. And yes, it is coming towards you. It is bringing you a lot of transformation, which can be a bit painful as well. You are actually going through a lot of things. You are while you are thinking that it is a slow energy, you are actually going through a lot of things. You are releasing that energy of control. You are flowing, you are more flowy, you are getting in touch with your passionate side, with your feminine side also. And feminine side, by feminine side I mean the side of you that decides for you, the side of you that makes your life happen. You are getting in touch with that. And yes, so it is definitely a good space to be in. A lot of things is happening, a lot of transformation is happening. You are also accessing new information, and you are moving away from people and things which are no more of use. But even if you are not seeing result in the material world, if you are not able to see the manifestation of your work uh, just just now, still keep going, however slow it may feel. Just be with it, be with that self that brings you peace, that brings you awareness, that is beyond the conflict. Let your yes, your let not let your past not control you. Let your past mistakes not put you in guilt. And I feel you are concerned about the fact that if you keep moving on like this, maybe you will lose on the people, lose on friends, lose on a few relationship. But universe is assuring you, you will not. Just be with me. Unknown friends will seek you, and even the friends who really want to be with you will also experience this transformation. People you are karmically connected with will also feel this transformation. And Maybe for some, a divorce or a separation has triggered this. Separation has triggered this kind of which this kind of peace within you, this kind of like, okay, whatever is happening is now just happening. I am just an observer. I am no more a participant. You're able to see your own situation objectively. That is an achievement that needs to be celebrated. Look at the brighter side. Look at the brighter side. mm, Viewers, look at the your it is this is a slow energy, but definitely not stagnation. This is going to bring you, this is going to introduce you to a new you. First, maybe before, you were a person who would just jump into things, who would only have offers and not a solid how to say foundation within. It is all within, but you are transforming into a person who knows, who owns their passion, who is like, I know what I am doing, and yes, I have this offer for you. You say that you're becoming this person who says, yes, I have this offer for you because I know I can work on this. You're becoming more confident. You are becoming, your higher self is telling you, to keep doing the work, to keep going under this transformation while you are looking at the brighter side. I feel there are more aspects to this reading, like very specific. One specific message I am getting is where the higher self is telling to stop looking at at the things that are over, to stop fighting the lost battles, stop fighting the battles which are over. Do not keep going back in your head again and again. Rather, move forward, and do not keep your chariot reversed. Move forward. Take the be the king of wands. Be the king of wands. Rather than a knight of wands in reverse, be the king of wands. You feel like a knight of wands in reverse only because of the not so quick results in the material world, just because of that. And your higher self is telling you, material world is like, I can give it to you for free. Why do you have to connect it with your spiritual world? I'm not saying the spiritual world and material world are different, but material, God can give you just like that. Okay? This transformation does not come just like that. So look at the brighter side. Do not leave the beauty in looking at the results. Okay? And your feminine and your masculine side is just working together very well. That is one good news that I have for you. And you are working on with the relationship within yourself, and maybe some outside relationship has triggered this, but you definitely are working with yourself, which again I have to say is a beautiful thing. So this is what I have for you in this reading. I again want to see more aspects of it, and I will look into it. I will upload new videos very soon, where you, or if you have any questions from this, you can post it in the comment, and I sure will address it. Thank you. Now we'll move on to pile 5. Hello, pile 5. Hello, my beautiful people. Looking at your reading, makes me want to hug you because this is a reading where someone got hurt, they walked away, they realized how they could have been a breakup involved, and all this happened because their self-worth was challenged. Someone challenged your self-worth, and your higher self shouted at you, enough is enough. you're done here, just move on. And you did that. Right now, maybe you are hurting, maybe you're still waiting for that text, maybe you're still waiting for that, you know, for some kind of message from the outside world. But your higher self is trying to tell you, let that all go. And there, you are so pure, you're such a pure soul, you are such a beautiful mind. Your happiness lies in the simplicity of things, which is such which is not a common thing. There have been people around you who have tried to manipulate you, and probably you look at some, and when you just accepted your heartbreak, when you just accepted, you became such a empress in their eyes. You became such a winner in their eyes. They were like, wow, this person could do that. I never knew. I thought they were completely in my control. But no, you proved this to them by moving away from a hurtful situation. That takes strength. That uh, you listened to your higher self, you listened to it, and you act. So now you do not you did it out of self respect, but you definitely do not need to maintain that character by becoming bitter. Do not become bitter. Rather, the emotions, your passion and emotions are not your weakness. Okay, you proved it to yourself and to the others also. And I do not see that you're completely in tune with your higher self, but you definitely ended a cycle, and you're entering new cycle. And how to get in touch with your higher self would be releasing this conflicted energy, releasing this conflict, releasing this confusion would get you in touch with your higher self. You are a very, as I said, you are a very um, profound person. You can easily get in touch with your higher self. Like whenever if you never do people wrong, but when you are accepting of a lot of things that are not even um, clean, you accept of them from others. Okay, you accept that behavior from others, but when you are done, you are done. So you triggered uh, a very powerful energy, a very new face to others, and they definitely see you as someone very, they now respect you more than ever before. And you will get more taste of this kind of energy if you let go of it completely. I'm not saying let go of the person completely, but let go of this kind of energy completely. Know that this cycle is getting over now, and stop just stop fighting it again and again in your head. Okay. You rather go inside. I'm seeing that you are sad right now. You are, your emotions are not in place. Your rational mind took over, but this time it was for good. Okay, not always emotions are good. You are too accepting of others. This time you accepted your own self, and it is time to work on your own self. You start working on your own self, and you will enter a fresh cycle. You are going to enter a new cycle, a fresh cycle very soon. So just keep working on yourself. If you're feeling some sad energy, let yourself feel it, talk it out to a friend, or listen to some good things, read some good books, watch a good movie which uplifts you, you know instead of dwelling in any kind of old energy, stagnant energy. you know so that is how you will be able to help yourself. Do not go back on your decision. That is one clear message from your spirit guides, from your higher self. Do not go back on this decision. You did a good thing. We are proud of you. I am proud of you as a reader. And yes, you are going to enter a new cycle, and your higher self is blessing you. Your whatever heartbreak and pain, letting go of emotion is not easy. you did this. You let go of that emotion, you let go of that person, you let go of that space, which is a very beautiful thing, because that actually put you in your own power, put you in your own empress, put you, you became your own person, and you are going to be more and more of your own person. And then by now you're wondering if this person or if this situation is going to stay in your life. See, people, I wouldn't say that these people will leave you, because they might also experience this transformation, but this situation definitely will leave you. you know all this situation where you felt you were not treated equally, you were not treated nicely, you were not reciprocated well, all that thing will leave you, because you took your stand, because you made, you said, okay, I can fight. Do not think I'm a weak person. I can see it all. I may behave like I don't see it, but I do. And this time you need to stop. You need to stop doing the same thing again and again to me. You cannot play me. That was your stand. That was out of a good space. So that is going to bring you good changes, okay? This is definitely a good news. So yes, just feel whatever you want to feel in every which way, but also do not let yourself dwell into it. Do not go back on your decision. That is what your higher spirits are telling you. So that is what I have for you, pile 5. And I am signing off here in this video. This was your tarot reader of the East, and I will see you next time in a new video with a new topic. And so thank you guys. And before I leave, I just want to tell you, if you have any suggestions, comments, did this video resonate with you, did this reading doesn't resonate with you or not, please let me know in the comments. Please do let me know in the comments. And sometimes I have some messages that I'm not able to put across in words. I want to know who all is watching this video, so that I know that because I, in every reading I have felt this, that there are some messages which are being left unsaid, and I want to channel them also. This is an amazing experience for me to be able to read these messages for you all. And yes, that is what I had to tell you, and I see you next time. Bye.